is, tragically, Tales from Lumiere once again. I'm joined by I am Jay. You know, I always forget to introduce myself. This is becoming a bit where I just don't introduce myself at the start. I'm joined by my co-hosts. We've got Bryn, who's playing Leaf Stick,
Hello.
a character whose name has become their defining trait. We have Bunsen playing Louis McCracken.
Last spotted in Crystal Islands.
We have
It's a reference.
Chev. I'm guessing. We have Chev, who plays Rum.
Hello.
We've got Cloak, who plays Locke. Or not Locke, I guess.
Good evening, sinners.
And we've got Rainbow playing everybody's favorite clipped microphone, Mimic Storm Song.
Hello!
You're gonna get us hit with a class action if you keep doing that, Rainbow. We're gonna break some headphones.
Yeah, I already have tinnitus.
Is that where you turn into metal?
What?
Anyway,
What? No, tinnitus is
know,
ringing in the ears.
yeah, I know. The joke was that tinnitus, tins of metal. It's like, oh, you got the tin disease.
I don't think anyone got that.
All right. So last time we left off, you guys had entered a creepy, smelly dungeon maze, disarmed and then activated for some reason a trapped treasure chest, and have been ambushed by what appears to be a sentient symbiotic partnership of dragon and mushroom.
Oh yeah, I don't think you... Oh yeah, that is. I think you did point that out.
Yeah.
And also, you made very clear that there was not a single crack in the door.
Yeah, there is. That door is sealed shut for good reason. Yeah,
because you don't want me to cheese it.
Yeah. Also because of war. But we'll get into that later. I mean,
you say Borg?
I said lore.
Oh. You're saying that there's Borg down there?
It is boring down here. That's why, people inject themselves with mushrooms.
Like in Star Trek Borg.
I mean, mushrooms are... What is a fungus if not an organic Borg?
Well, it's an animal, but an organic Borg.
Today's episode of the Chefcast is brought to you by my philosophy degree.
So it's damn it, Chefcast doesn't need to be that useless.
Shut the fuck up, Cloak! Shut the fuck up, Cloak!
Shut up before the viewers decide to stop listening.
No, it's a good degree. It's not. Don't do it.
We're losing viewers by the hour.
Oh no, we'll be viewerless in 4 hours.
We're viewerless now, but we'll still be in 4 hours.
But fucking. Actually, I told my dad that I had to leave. I talked to my dad before the show. I told him I had to leave to do this. He's like, "Oh, send me a link to that. I'll watch it."
Oh,
so, so you guys are face to face with a large, snaggle-toothed, fungus-infused dragon.
Weren't we just around the corner?
No, the dragon rounded the corner.
Oh, right.
I think all our tokens moved.
Yeah. No, you guys are this pawn. Because each of these squares is a 15 foot by 15 foot space.
We morphed into a big person.
It's just easier than making 5 of them. But the dragon is sniffing the air around you. Smells like outsider.
Can I immediately want to roll insight on that. I'm getting the impression that it can't see. Can I insight check that?
You can roll for it.
Okay. The one time.
Do we see behind it?
Growing up D&D.
Do we see behind it?
You can see spaces behind it, but it is.
I want to cast Terminology.
We're in the middle of an action right now, Rainbow.
Oh,
Rainbow.
Just a second, but to answer your question, you can kind of see behind it. It is about as tall and as wide as the corridor, while kind of hunched over. But there's gaps between the legs and underneath the arms where you can see behind it.
So I got a 10 on the insight.
That's more than enough. You can tell by the way that the white fungus is growing up the sides of its face and the glassy eyes that at the very least this thing probably can't see very well.
Hmm. Everyone, I don't
So
think
Rainbow,
you
you
can
want-
see very well.
So Rainbow, you wanted to cast Thaumaturgy?
Yeah.
Okay, what action did you want to perform? With
I
Thaumaturgy?
wanted to create a sound behind it of someone. Oh, it's got to be like a thunder cry of a raven, or an anonymous whisper.
I rule that Thaumaturgy, Prestidigitation, Druidcraft, all those like spells that are like minor wonder, you can kind of use all of their features interchangeably, and that they shouldn't really be too different.
All right,
So,
so
like,
I can make it yell run behind it.
Yeah, you could do that if you wanted.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Those things are actually just an example anyway. Like, it's all
Yeah.
up to the DM on what sounds you can make.
Oh yeah. No, Thaumaturgy is like, I generally say like there should be like a like if you're gonna use one, there should be like anything like Thaumaturgy should be loud and bombastic, whereas Prestidigitation is like sparkly and shit. So the creature would hear that and immediately whirl around and strike at where it thought it heard the noise, striking the wall. The wall doesn't take any damage, but it's just like, where? Smell there, noise here. It's scratching at the wall.
Louis McCracken is going to take this opportunity to start heading down the hallway. Away.
I'm gonna do the sound thing again, and then I'm gonna follow him like real stealthily. Not the monster, the old wizard.
I'm gonna need stealth checks for trying to move.
To be fair, I already.
Yeah, you're already in stealth. You're good. But for everybody that isn't you, if your action is to move away from the monster, you'll need a stealth check.
Well, I got 3, so I don't think I'm gonna do very
Nope.
good.
I mean, I was already moving away from the monster.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19, but I have bad dexterity, so that's a 17.
That is a 21.
So it definitely hears Rainbow moving.
Yep, Rainbow's character trips.
You don't trip. It wasn't a crit fail, but I don't know. Maybe you step on a twig that somehow got down there or something, or like you kick a pebble.
Oh, no, maybe you stepped on like a mycelium branch.
No, the walls themselves aren't coated in fungus. There's not a ton of it. But
No, but clearly there is precedent for there to be fungi here.
perhaps, but you did a thing that made a noise, and the monster is like, noise there. Where are? Where are you, outsiders? Tell me.
I'm gonna do a hesitation if I can still see behind him and go over here, right behind him.
Thank you.
I can't believe that works.
Just starts swiping at the wall. Not here.
I'm gonna do it again. I am the wall.
I'm surprised you haven't asked for a deception roll.
I'm gonna need a deception roll on I am the wall, Rainbow. I think you're pushing. I think you're pushing your luck a little bit here.
10.
No. The walls don't talk.
I don't
You
see your
are-
roll in the log, Rainbow.
Must be broken. I did it in the thing.
Are you rolling the physical dice, or are you rolling the dice roller thing?
I'm doing the dice roller in D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, like, let's be honest here. Like, I don't care how you roll your dice. If you're fudging rolls in a for fun campaign, that's your own fucking problem. But like, I don't really care how you roll.
I wasn't.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I agree. But just like
You're not
you know.
in the campaign, that's why.
Yeah.
As an aside, I just found out Prestidigitation only has a range of 10 feet. Maybe he cast
Or
it
is
super,
it the same
super
thing
well.
for? Is it the same thing for the other?
Thaumaturgy?
Oh, it's 30 feet.
Yeah, Thaumaturgy has 30 feet range. Wow, I guess there is a difference between them.
Interesting.
I guess that's why the tieflings have so many inherent disadvantages and a really shitty stat start. But the creature turns back to you. Illusionist? Haven't seen mages in long time.
I'm not sure they've seen mages ever since they went blind. I'm not sure they've seen much lately. I don't actually say that. I can't.
What are you here for? I remember duty. What is your duty?
I'm
gonna
already
cast,
probably like here-ish by this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to sneak off again, if that's all right.
Yeah, okay. I need to roll one for tower as well. Tower
Yeah,
stealth checks aren't going to be very good.
All right, this time I
how's
got
he
a 12.
reacted?
Because it's a featureless hallway and the dragon can't see you, anything above a 10 is probably good enough.
It's a good thing that tower's in a big hallway.
Yeah. Outsiders vanished. Went somewhere different.
So where are we now? Are we over here now?
No, I think you guys were moving back this way. You weren't trying to sneak around it, you were trying to go back.
Oh, I was assuming he turned around, and then we snuck this way.
This is
Which way
That's
were
a
we
dead
sneaking,
end.
guys?
I was thinking away.
Back. We were going back towards the start. Okay.
I couldn't hear what you said, Benson.
That's a dead end.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
going
the other way,
close
like
to a
like
spell
past the
real quick.
monster.
Yeah,
Maybe you could
Oh.
scuttle past it or something.
look right.
Well, I didn't
Seems
think
like
it
it'd be
was
a
good, so.
bit of a tight fit.
Right there, yeah.
So the last person to make it would be Rainbow. Rainbow, what you would see would be find outsiders, and the monster would seem to inject its claws into the wall before opening it and seeming to open a rift which it walked into that shut behind it. Find them.
Did the rift close?
Yes, the rift shut behind it.
I'm
I'm gonna
going
go,
to turn.
guys. I'm gonna go, guys. You went into a rift and disappeared.
I'm going to turn to our wizard and very quietly look at him and go, I have the ability to make sure no one hears us, but it only works in a certain range. I am warning you now, we can use it in emergency, but I only have so many uses of silence.
Seems like a good idea.
I walk up to him, guys. He disappeared through a rift.
A rift?
A rift, you say?
He opened a hole in the wall and just disappeared.
I think that's called breaking a wall down.
A glowy was it glowy?
Yes, it was very glowy. It was specifically like a white void.
A white glowy light, and then he walked right through it, and then the wall repaired itself.
Oh, I see. That's not good.
Well, whoever it is busy. I'm going to actually use an ability I have.
To be honest, did you hear what it was saying? It didn't even sound that hostile.
I'm going to spend a minute using hide in plain sight.
Well,
So if I want to stop and hold still, I gain a +10 on stealth.
Well, it did immediately strike a sound of a voice, so I don't think it's not non-hostile.
Whatever it is, we should think of a plan. If it's not there anymore, we could go back the way we were going, but there's other options.
Louis will stroke his beard and say, "Well, you say it went through a rift, right?"
Yeah.
I think I accidentally went to a bit of a Kellen voice there. Whoops.
This sounds familiar.
The origin story confirmed.
Yeah, Kellogg evolved from Louis. No.
Deepest lore.
Can we figure out how to open the rift?
Where I don't remember what the voice was.
Rainbow, I'll point out, the item you got from the demon, the Book of the Law, stores the last spell you saw. Perhaps if you look in it, it might have stored the information.
Oh yeah, can I do that with my
information?
No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
have seen it because I wasn't there.
I'm only metagaming that because I'm pretty sure Rainbow forgot he had it.
Yeah,
So is it in the book?
Yes, in the last page, the last page stores the copied spell, and you would see text, and would you read it aloud or would you just read it to yourself?
I'd read it out loud.
You would see the text for Mycelium Portal. It would be basically, it is a spell that locks onto fixed points within the labyrinth and can move between them. It has fixed destinations, but not a fixed entryway.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna put portal down.
Can I ask what level the spell is?
The spell is a 7th level spell.
Ooh.
But copying it is difficult because you have to know the location before you cast it. So unless you know one of the areas, the spell won't work.
Well, I have an idea of something we can do, but it won't be easy, and in fact, it's likely to fail.
Well, we're trapped
that
under.
You mean we should open up the portal and you should fireball it, and then we should close it?
No. Although I'm sure that would definitely hurt it a lot. Yes. What I suggest is if we can see it going through a rift, I could attempt to cast Dispel Magic as it goes through, not to get it in twain, possibly.
Could be an interesting idea, but that means we have to find this thing again. Whatever.
I don't think that should be a problem. I think it's looking for us.
This has funeral written all over it. It's structured like a big-ass game. Labyrinth, multiple piece keys, trapped chests, monster in the labyrinth. This is like all the stories you read your kids. It's very Western, too. Don't
Yeah,
understand
it's
it.
very Western world.
So, plans for the monster aside, we have to find a way out of here. And I'm not sure it'll happen because I have a feeling that if there was an easy way out of here, something that scary would have found it by now.
Unless it doesn't want to leave here.
What'd you say?
We know a little bit about the terrain.
I
and
said
we know
unless
I
he
have a
doesn't-
walking back.
No.
So
said,
we should be fine as long as we're careful and quiet.
I
That
said-
goes for most of you. Please be quiet.
I said unless it doesn't want to leave.
What do you say? Unless it doesn't want to leave?
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe its duty is guarding whatever's behind that door.
It did say something about duty.
Leaves,
Yes.
dies.
We should push forward. The longer we stand in one place, the more likely we are for that thing to wander its way
Should we
towards
go
us again.
this way
Yes.
or backtrack and go the other way?
Backtrack.
So now you're at the same four-way intersection you were at last time.
Do we see anything up? How do I ping?
We're gonna go the opposite. We're gonna go the opposite way, basically.
All right. So the same.
Or at least I'm
How do
going.
How do I make a circle thing? Or,
Tab, I think, is ping, isn't it?
Yes.
do we see anything down this way? Or is that just a dead end?
That's still the unchanged, like, dead end gateway. Nothing's changed.
And we came from this way?
Yeah, we came from that way.
Okay.
So you're gonna go down the same pathway, but on the other side.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
All right. Nope. Come on. I got to do this one-handed because I got to keep my map open in my lap and draw this shit. But thankfully, all right, color.
How are you a millennial that can't use a computer one-handed?
Shut up, cloaking.
To be fair, Jay isn't technically a millennial. Jay is technically young enough to be one step below. I'm a millennial.
Oh, really? No shit.
Yeah.
I don't.
How?
For the longest
didn't-
time, I always
okay.
thought I was.
I'm only
gener-
24.
Yeah, for the longest
that's-
time, I thought I was Generation X, and then I found out like
That's
a few
very,
years ago.
very borderline.
What
I found
generation
out-
are
But
you?
but it's technically one generation down. So Bunsen and Jay are both the same generation, and I am a millennial.
Okay.
Yeah, I found out
well,
I was a millennial too. I always thought I was Generation X for until a few years ago.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
generation I am if I was born in 1998.
You're
98, you're
Yeah.
Gen Z for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, 98 is like the real cutoff point for Gen Z.
Yeah.
But what,
Well, after that, it's
what I
what,
hear
the
is
Zoomer?
that it's basically the Zoomers are Gen Z. They're the
Okay.
current generation.
You're Zoomers.
So you guys enter this hallway, and you find another long hallway down. Do you continue down the way?
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Stealthily, so yes.
All right, and as you continue onwards, you notice a familiar-looking intersection.
Oh.
It's mirrored.
Can I
We don't know
peer
if it's
down?
mirrored the other way.
Yeah, can I peer down at and see if there's a chest at the end of this one, like there was on the other side?
Yes, there is. There's a chest there. It looks identical at this glance to the chest you saw on the last one.
I ready
Okay.
a firebolt again?
Please, no, it will make noise and attract her. We should move.
That's a good point.
But
That
what
might
if
have been
there's
what
gold in there?
brought it.
I'm
If there's
going to
gold
tell
there,
you
it has
this
my
now.
name on it.
All the treasure in the world is meaningless if you're dead and you can't use it.
Do you
We're all
think
going
that,
to
that
die
thing?
anyway, you know.
Do you think that thing tracks magic?
And what will 5 gold pieces get you? Nothing. Move.
Do you think that this thing tracks magic?
No, it tracks explosive sounds. Move.
So are you guys going to ignore the chest?
Steve is just getting increasingly annoyed by the loudest party on the planet.
Question.
Yes.
Those giant spikes from the first chest. How far down the hall did they extend?
Just around the chest.
Just around the chest. Okay. All right. In that case, Louis is going to say, "Oh, what if I do it without an explosion or fire? I can use Mage Hand." Louis is going to start walking down the hallway.
Well, if I were designing a maze and it was mirrored, you'd only ever have to trap one side of it. Because if they encounter the trap first, they'll think the other one is trapped, and they won't open it, and they'll never get the solution. But if they open the other one first and get it, they'll think the other one would be mirrored, and then they'll die to the trap. Maybe they're not both trapped. And we call
Louis
Mage
is
Hand to
already-
check it out.
Louis is heading down the hallway already.
How close are you gonna get?
30 feet away.
Locke's gonna follow Louis.
I'm not following.
Yeah, I didn't expect, honestly, anyone to follow, to be honest.
Yes,
So-
but
Yes.
you may need. Locke's actually gonna drop the old woman voice, despite still remaining appearing to be the old woman. Yes, but chests are a bit of a specialty of mine.
Is this going to be a thing? Like, are you just going to do this the whole time?
Was that the DM or was that Tower?
Could be both.
Yeah, no. You guys can roll perception checks if you want. Perception. Is dungeoneering still a check?
Not.
No.
So I would like to try to use Mage Hand to open the chest.
Perception.
Let them do the perception checks first.
That is a 19. And also
I
the
got an
second
18.
time in 2 rolls that I've rolled a 10 on the die.
So, from what you guys can tell, the chest is of the exact same make and model, but it's lacking a couple of clasps and wires that the other one seemed to have on its housing. It looks subtly different somehow, like it's missing things that the other one had.
Since I'm far back, did I notice anything on the ground?
No, you don't see anything anywhere on the ground or anything. It's still completely featureless and devoid of anything. Hey, honey, do you have some dice I can borrow?
Oh no!
Actually, I just need a D8.
Oh, that's a little less scary.
You said I rolled 15 times.
Yeah, I would like to attempt to use Mage Hand on the chest from 30 feet away.
Go for it. Do you open the chest with your glowy mage hand?
Yes. Is it heavier than 5 pounds?
The lid is kind of hefty, but the mage hand should be able to open it.
Mage hand's 10
and when-
pounds anyway.
Oh,
When you open it, nothing happens. The chest simply opens, and inside, is anyone close enough to peer inside?
Well, I'll wait like a second after Mage Hand opens it to like wait for anything to happen, and upon nothing happening, Louis will approach the chest and look inside.
All right. That's a 5. Loot tables, baby.
Hey, please tell me there's gold. Louis wants gold.
You find 2 things. One, you find what looks to be a broken improvised explosive. It looks like what used to be an improvised explosive, but the hundreds of year old black powder sticks have long since rotted away and aren't even bound together anymore. But next to that failed trap, you find a large quarter circle, vaguely quarter circle shaped chunk. And on it is a draconic rune.
But is it made of gold?
No, it's made of iron, probably.
Does the
Alright.
what
So,
does
Louis-
the draconic
Star
rune
chunks.
say?
Those of you who can read it see that it is a draconic rune for the word for earth.
Louis will
Earth.
pick it up. Louis picks it up
It
and
looks
goes,
about like
this
a
isn't
quarter.
gold. This is
It's
junk.
it's about a quarter circle, yes.
Louis, this
Okay.
says Earth on it. I do not know why. I would be a little concerned.
Yeah, but it's not gold, so I don't care. You can have it.
I will take it at that point.
Yeah. Did you follow us up there?
Yeah,
Then okay.
that's why I did the perception
wasn't
check
sure
because I
how-
was like, okay, hang on, I'm gonna make sure you guys don't get yourselves killed.
Also take the
Gotcha.
improvised but failed explosive, because it could come in handy maybe.
I mean, that's basically just a fucking fistful of black powder, Bunsen.
Oh, I'll write it as such then.
Don't
Just-
write fistful of black powder on your character sheet.
Too late.
I cannot explain to you how stupid it is for a primarily fire-casting mage to have
no.
loose gunpowder in his pockets.
I imagined it was like in a pouch or something, right?
No, it was like a stick of
No.
improvised dynamite where the skin had rotted away, and it's just a mound of gunpowder.
Oh, you should just let him have it, and you should have a roll every time he casts fire magic.
No, because I don't want to be that DM. I don't want you to blow up your character because you were stupid. That's not how this campaign works.
I have
Hey,
parchment.
how are you?
I have parchment made from sheepskin. Is that
Do you
large
know
enough
how to
act
roll
as a pouch?
dynamite?
I could try.
No, you can't. Leave the black powder in the fucking chest, Bunsen.
You do know that you're like the DM. You could have just never had that black powder in there, right?
Yeah, but my notes just said improvised remains of a trap, so I made up the black powder on the spot. It could have been a fucking broken bear trap. I decided to have a little fun, maybe make it so that if you had cast fireball on it, maybe you could see that and you think, oh, if I had fireballed this one, it would have crackled and exploded and summoned the monster. A cool little flavor bit. And you're like, I'm gonna stick loose fucking black powder in my fucking pockets when my main damage is fire.
I wasn't clear that it either wasn't in some container or I couldn't put it in a container.
Oh, I love you guys so much. Okay, so you've got a quarter circle with the word Earth on it.
Unfortunately, not made of gold.
But at least you have that gunpowder now.
No, I don't. The DM has made it clear that this is no fun zone.
I want you to know if you exploded in front of me, I would have left.
What the fuck is this thing, though?
I'm gonna start making my way back so we can start moving again. What's Rum up to out of curiosity?
Yeah, what's Rome
Is
up
Rum
to?
just watching
He's
us?
just been following, yeah, in the back, kind of just stoically, quietly.
Cool.
I rolled a 13 on my stealth earlier.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's more than enough. Ooh, okay. What's 3 do? 3 is okay. Yeah, you guys don't have to worry about that. All right, continuing onwards.
So, as an aside, although it's not made of gold, That quarter circle thing is probably goes in that circular hole at the end of that hallway we entered first.
Oh, well, I see. 4 keys, the 4 elements. Ugh, this has funeral
There's not
theatrics written all over it.
4 elements.
Yeah,
Just
There
air,
are 5 elements.
air, fire, water, and earth. What's the 5th element?
Love.
I thought it was
Multipass.
surprise.
It's Uma
It's
Thurman.
multipass.
It's
lightning.
multipass.
It's either lightning or metal. It depends on your zodiac and your fucking elemental system. But yeah, no, I just had to have my
Multipass.
moment.
It's fucking Chris Tucker being weird.
Well,
Yeah, he's Julian as half.
His hair is a Twinkie.
in
So
any
anyway,
case,
are you
in
guys
any
going to
case,
continue
whatever
down the
you
other
do,
pathway?
in any case, whatever you do, don't
Yes.
bend that. We might need that.
Wait, why would I bend
Well,
it?
Leaf has it now, so I think we're pretty
Yeah,
safe.
don't bend that now. You don't need to be.
Don't bend the Earth symbol.
And
You
if
need
I
it in
bend
that-
it
in
enough, it
that
just
same-
turns into the symbol for a rock. That one's for me. And anyone else who
Heavy-handed
weirdly
references
takes
aside.
Chinese. Oh, I was making a joke about the Chinese written language. Go on, let's keep moving.
I was making a reference to Avatar.
So are you guys going to continue down the other pathway?
Yes.
So, do you suspect that the other chest had something in it?
It hid nothing in it. It hid death.
Yeah, it didn't have anything in it.
Oh, you looked inside of it?
Yes.
Yeah, no, the chest burnt down and then magically reconstituted itself.
Oh, I missed the Constitution part.
All right, and you guys make your way down the path.
Whoa.
All right.
Way to yeet us off
Yeah, we
of...
just did a super jump.
And then we did a flying somersault through the ceiling.
It's a speedrun strat.
Yeah, we clipped through the wall. But it has to be at a precise angle, or else we have to restart the run.
This is strictly an 80% trick. You don't do this shit on a 100% run.
Yeah, that's why we had to check the chest.
But you enter into this area.
It's on the wall on the right.
I'm drawing it, Bunsen. Give me a second.
Oh, you spoke as though you're done drawing. I was confused.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
you
Now in the
should-
subway.
I'll take a foot long.
There are no subways in Florida.
Or
Are you
D&D for that matter.
are you saying the Shiro Mountainside is Florida? Well, there sure are a lot of reptiles.
What's the planning? Who knows?
So there's that section, and as for that section, yeah, there's.
I have a strange craving for a sandwich that has various ingredients and is about 1 foot long.
But not quite 1 foot long.
Yes, it's actually technically only 11 inches. I'm sure there would be shoot about that.
And also, the bread is technically cake.
Every last one of you is going to hell.
I think we're already in there.
Are we? Oh, if this is hell, luck is the devil.
Yeah, we're in the bad place.
Locke's
No!
just
That's where PewDiePie goes.
Did I make the
Locke's
map
just
too small?
gonna like
I'll
hold a
figure it out.
hand out at that comment and just like contemplate and then nod.
I'll figure it out if it's
Lee
too
is going
small.
to give him a
I'll
very
fudge
gentle
this
and
shit.
quiet high five.
I would like
Just
to
like,
attempt. I would like to attempt to conjure a not
So-
quite foot long sandwich. Kidding.
yeah. Wait, what are you putting on it?
Honestly, just the essentials.
Probably a fireball
These are
or some of that
pretend,
gunpowder.
your
pretend these are
meat
colored in.
preference?
Pretend these are like actually colored in by someone
Okay.
who gives a shit.
What's
Oh,
your
but
Pepperoni.
not
meat
meatballs?
preference?
Pepperoni.
God, I hate both of you.
Yeah, I get the pizza sub, dude. It fucks.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just sitting over here with my Subway club, like, what's wrong with you people?
My
Go to
favorite was
Subway,
always
I get
the,
their
seafood.
shitty tuna every time.
Wait,
I
Hang on,
can't
it's-
do the tuna. It's the mayo.
hang on.
I'm allergic, so
I
fuck
like
me.
the-
And
Fair.
Yeah,
like
is
the
Subway
seafood
Club a
meatball.
club in which you hang out with people who also enjoy Subway, or is it a weaponized club that is merchandised from Subway?
Hey
It's both.
guys, you enter the Grand Atrium in the middle.
Sweet.
There's
It's
6
John.
pillars surrounding a chest in the center.
Ooh, I
And
see
each pillar
chests.
is a sandwich.
Each pillar is exactly a 1 inch.
Who erased my fucking
I'm
pillars?
sorry, I
It
thought I
wasn't
had the
me.
ruler out. I had the eraser.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. It was an
The Subway
accident.
Club
You can't destroy this pillar. It took thousands of years to carve.
I was
The
trying to
Subway
be
Look, I
Club,
made a
ruler.
for
bridge,
quick
10 seconds.
context, is roast beef, turkey, and ham.
So you enter the Grand Atrium. There are 6 pillars from the top to the bottom, just made of brick. They're square, surrounding a chest in the middle, and there's several different branching pathways out. There's also a couple of pathways down that seem to just go to featureless dead ends.
I would like to perception check the fucking chest before anyone tries to open it again.
Yeah, and as you do that, I just say,
Yes.
I'm a simple wizard. I see your chest, I open.
That's usually like the thief's job. What's wrong with you? You're a broken wizard.
I got gold, what can I say?
22.
Why do you think I became a wizard?
The chest looks exactly the same as the last one.
Okay.
I would like
It
to
looks
approach
exactly
it.
the same as the last one.
I'd like to
Please
approach it,
keep your
but
distance slightly.
I would like to approach it, but remain exactly 30 feet away from it.
Good. Hey,
It opens without consequence, and inside landed on its corner. It's a 7. Inside you find. Ooh, you found one of the special ones. Inside you find another semicircle, like another quarter circle. This one having another draconic rune on it, and you also find a big fucking sword. Specifically, you find what looks to be an extremely long katana sword, but the blade seems to be made of solid gold.
Ooh,
I wish to pick
Gibbs.
up the quarter pizza. What does it say?
In
Did you say
draconic,
quarter
it has.
pizza?
It is the, if you were reading the runes as upright, it would be diagonally across from it would be the one that is diagonally across from the earth, and it would be water.
It's wet.
It is not wet.
It's
yeah,
moist.
The sword is a magical item.
Do not say that word. I hate it.
Hmm.
I would like
It's the fucked up one.
I would like to
Succulent.
wield the sword.
I prevent him from grabbing the sword because I see it's made out of gold.
If you want to pick up the sword, your mage hand can't lift it.
Yeah, I'm picking it up with my own.
Give me a strength check.
Just flat strength check.
Yes.
That is a 13.
You struggle but can't seem to get the sword up off the ground.
Can my
So
mage
Locke
hand?
is-
Can my mage hand offer 10 pounds of assistance?
Sure, and you can barely lift it. You can tell that it's very fucking heavy.
I
So
tap
Locke's
Rum
gonna,
on the back.
like,
I tap
Okay.
him on the shoulder. I go, "There's a sword in there. It might be useful for you."
All right, so Rum's gonna try and lift it then.
Okay.
and
Strength
Locke's
check?
gonna give him the help action on that one
Hey, I shot at gold first.
Okay, just a raw
as a
strength,
bonus action.
Yeah, raw strength check.
no athletics. Okay.
You can use athletics if you want.
You've got advantage on that, by the way. Rum.
Yeah, it's a difference
Oh,
of
you
a
can
plus
see what
4
other
or a
people
plus
roll.
8 if I use athletics. So
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll with athletics.
that's a natural 20 with 28 total.
All right. So you manage to pick it up, and you're able to hold it as you would a normal sword, and you can tell that this has way more heft than a normal sword should. Do you
Boy,
inspect the sword in your
To be
hand
fair,
further?
it's made out of gold.
much heavier than I expected. And yeah, he's gonna examine it further.
The blade and you would assume the section going into the handle, as well as the guard and the grip assistance in the handle, are all solid gold and very heavy. As such, the sword isn't very durable. it's not pure gold. You can't just like mush it with your fingers, which you can do with pure gold, by the way. You can take your thumb and just leave an imprint in pure gold. It's very soft, but you can tell that this is definitely not a weapon used for combat. However, you can also tell it has magical properties that you can't quite discern.
All right. Rum's
May
gonna
I
keep it on
inspect
his.
that?
Okay, Rum will hand it to.
Don't hand it to me though. Like, just keep a hold of it and let me look.
Okay.
And so Locke is going to examine the sword closely and wind up casting Identify on it.
Okay, what did I write for this big ass Odachi?
Meanwhile, Louis is kind of sitting a bit away, just a little upset that he can't get the gold because he saw it first and he even called dibs.
I understand.
This weapon,
But it is not
with
for-
Identify, you can tell is a weapon that is ceremonial in nature, as is its magic. It's definitely not made for combat. Instead, it was a sword that was utilized by the Golden Dragon clans over 1,000 years ago and was lost when Funeral conquered a lot of their lands. The sword was used to denote authority, and by having it on your person, not even using it, but having it on your person, you gain advantage in any check that involves charisma.
Sweet.
Jesus.
Is it too
But
heavy
the
for Locke to hold?
The downside is you have to pass a check to even lift it, and it is close to 300 pounds of weight. So anybody that does not have the trait of count as one size larger has a lot of difficulty holding it.
Oh.
What
Alright.
about Tower?
So I guess I'm probably the only one that can
well,
hold
well,
it then.
well, Rum. You seem to have suddenly become as charismatic as me.
What? What are you talking
I'm
about?
not sure anybody didn't want to be that charismatic.
Wait, his name is Rum? I thought his name was not Gold. That's what I've
Shut
been
the
calling him.
hell up!
What are you talking about, Locke?
And then, I mean that anytime that you would try to deceive or persuade someone, I think you may find you'll do better.
All right.
Just don't swing it. Keep it on your back.
Oh, it's quite shiny. You really want to swing it.
There was a scabbard in the chest for it, by the way. The chest was magical. It was like magically deep. In case you were wondering
Sweet.
how this big fucking sword fit in the chest, there was a scabbard and a backsling in there for it.
Forgive my ignorance, but a scabbard is like the sleeve that a sword goes into?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a difference between a sheath and a scabbard.
Okay.
Wait, there
But
is?
yeah, it's very technical. Generally, curved swords go in scabbards. Long swords go in straight swords go in sheaths.
Okay. And I still have my infinity blade, right?
Yes, that. So you got like two big fucking golden swords crossed on your back.
Nice.
Alright, but next time we go...
Rum looks pleased for the first time in this
Sure.
campaign.
Except
Okay, but
it
next
should
next
be
time we go
one
to my
silver.
tower, I want that sword.
What are you gonna do with it, shrimp? You probably
Put it
can't
on the
even lift
wall.
it.
What else would I do with a sword that's too heavy for me to wield?
What kind of walls you got? That thing probably weighs close to 300 pounds.
Stone walls? What other kind of walls would a tower have?
Oh, with you, I figured you had golden walls.
Oh, this tower's walls are made out of logs. What? Nothing for that?
And no, my walls aren't made of gold. Yet.
Oh, fool's gold then.
That's an 8. All right. So, what's your guys' actions now? You're surrounded by multiple paths, and you've got 2 pieces of what appears to be a key.
I'd like to explore the one that comes off of where we just came in at. Where Bunson's marker just was.
Over here?
Yeah.
Are these
Okay.
hallways?
Yeah, those are all hallways. Okay. I should rotate around so I should rotate around so I'm actually drawing this from the right perspective and not upside down.
That would probably help.
So as you enter the pathway, you notice it immediately. Forks in two. You've got one that continues onward for 1, 2, 3, 4 or so tiles. But then you've got another path immediately to your left.
Let's split up, gang.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Let's split up. The old wizard goes this way, and the rest of us go the other way.
I was kidding. I didn't actually say that.
So let's go ahead and keep going straight.
As I pass, I do a perception on right here.
On that way, it just goes down into like a big old mess of entryways and exitways.
Okay.
You don't see anything immediately. This one, however, goes down a ways. Yeah, I guess I just mismeasured the
You know,
the
enough
length
room,
of
do
it.
you?
No, I gave myself too much room is what I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you'd rather have too much room than not enough room.
You know, it should end right here-ish. Yeah, this should be where it ends. And it appears to just make a turn.
I suppose we should just keep going in this particularly twisty maze.
That's what mazes do, yes.
Nope, I drew it backwards is what I did. Because yes, the maze is mirrored, but I'm working off the non-mirrored side right now, so made an oopsie poopsie.
So you switched so you could draw it right, and you like didn't change how you was drawing.
Yeah, I drew it right. I just forgot that it's supposed to be a path this way.
I don't know.
And-
This doesn't look like too much of a maze to me. Looks more like a dungeon or a puzzle.
A labyrinth is a kind of dungeon. Anyway.
Well, I mean, we haven't run into too many dead ends.
We haven't gone through that much of a maze, really. We
I
went
think
down
I'm
2
drawing
hallways.
this right. I should be drawing this right. Yeah, I think I should be doing this right. I think. Am I? Fuck, dude. I'm fucking this up so bad. All right. Yeah, I think I'm doing this right. Yep. Okay, so that's. This is what you can see. You can see a path to the right. You can see a larger hallway to the left, and then you can see another path to the right at the long end of the hallway.
Well, there's only one way to explore the entire maze, and that's to keep moving forward until we hit nothing but dead ends.
So which turn are you guys gonna take?
Let's go straight.
This way?
Yeah.
We're still trying to be stealthy,
Alright.
right?
Yep. Is what I assume anyway.
Rum would be.
So
Yeah, definitely
this
still trying to be stealthy.
With this one, you see a long hallway, seeming to stretch all the way back to the beginning of the maze. There's immediately two paths. A large open area, and then a path to the left at the far end.
I'd be most interested in the open one.
Yeah, I think the open one would be where we'd explore next.
So you sit here in the center of the open area.
Actually, we
You
stand.
see not only the snip, snap, crookedly crack, all in my bones. You see a path to the side here. Which I can't seem to ever draw correctly. It's a path up through this way. So you've got a few paths ahead of you. Two to the north, one to the left, and either the path back or another separate path downwards. And I'm imagining at least one of you is like making a note of it so that you can use the fucking thing to
Matt.
use one of your traits to keep it memorized so that you know which ways you've been. I'm just assuming that's happening. You don't actually have to do that. Because it wouldn't be very fun if I'm just like, you guys don't quite remember which way you came because you didn't
Yeah.
take notes. Nah. So, what's your decision now?
Let's go inside and down, or inside and yeah, what I just pinged.
This way?
Yeah.
Keep getting favorable monster rolls that you guys just narrowly avoid her every time.
Left is lucky. Oh. I saw a chicken.
3, 4, 5, 6.
There's a chicken in this maze?
No. A friend sent me a chicken.
Could there be a chicken in this maze?
Probably not. It's been sealed for a good while, from what you can tell.
So what you're
Could it
saying
be an
is
army
this
of,
chicken replacenator that I brought would be very helpful. to
I
get
mean,
us
I
out
can
of here.
summon animals. Do we want to just summon chickens? Can you imagine the sheer confusion of me summoning a flock of chickens in a maze?
How many
I
can you
can't
summon?
exactly summon. What's
Oh,
the
that would have been
compact-
amazing.
What's the CR of a chicken?
Probably like 1/2, maybe, or like 1/4.
An
Yeah,
eighth?
probably an eighth, yeah.
Yeah.
How many? Okay, I gotta go look up the rules.
Wait a
I
minute.
can't probably, because usually that has to has the requirement of it has to be something that fits your terrain, and nothing
It's
about the
literally
terrain
a
screams chicken.
it's literally a CR0. It is a non-threatening animal
I can just summon infinite chickens. That's how that works, right?
because it
Infinite
does.
Zelda chickens.
I mean, this is suddenly crazy, but it would act as an incredible distraction for the monster, I bet.
Yeah, it is something I've considered. But it does require the animals some way of getting in because of where we are. So we're kind of SOL on conjure animals. As much as I love the idea of dropping conjure animals, I can't really do it here.
Oh.
What about your faith thing?
Did you do it with like bats or something?
I thought you did it with crows, didn't you? Those big giant birds.
Well, I summoned
And a big
giant
elephant?
owls, but again, we're in a dungeon that is sealed. It has to be animals that are in here. The only thing I might be able to consider is rats, and rats are little quiet boys.
Oh, I didn't know that because was there like a big woolly math bias when we did that?
They don't just appear. They have to come from the surrounding area. It has to be terrain specific, and we're in a sealed dungeon.
DM?
We can't really do anything about that.
DM, does that check out?
Summon Fae might work, but
Did you say the spell is conjure animals?
Yeah.
Conjure to me sounds like
you
you're
summon
No,
Fae
no.
spirits?
Oh, okay, they're Fae spirits. Cool. So I can just make more.
You can just make them.
Summon 16 fucking chickens. Because it's always like by 2.
Yeah, it's 8 beasts of CR 1/4 or lower for each casting.
Summon
But
8 chickens.
but it is a concentration, so it'd be 8 chickens.
But I don't want to hurt the chickens. I'd feel bad.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Would you rather chickens get hurt or us?
I mean, we could go with parrots.
You would rather hurt parrots.
Well, I always
They're
thought like
prey.
when they
Fuck them
died, they didn't
birds.
really die. They just kind of turned back into Fae, then left.
Yeah, they don't actually die.
Yeah, they just disappear.
I like your implication that you would be sad if chickens got hurt, but parrots? No, parrots are fine. Those can get hurt.
Parrots are smart enough to be little dicks. Chickens
Yeah.
are like chickens are
Chickens are-
vicious, but they're
What
not.
about pigeons?
like-
No.
Because pigeons
Pigeons
should
Pigeons are
be
great creatures.
smart enough to like annoy the thing, but also good enough to stay away from
Shout
it.
out to Mike Tyson.
Parrots are more conducive to that, honestly.
I think pigeons are better at that.
Mm-mm.
You could always
Pigeons
summon.
are just farming animals that got loose in the U.S. Anyway.
You could always summon 2 giant spiders. I don't
There's a
know. Anyway, we're getting off
They're
track.
quiet. The point is we need a distraction.
Oh well, then
Just
Yeah, also
An army
remind
of,
the DM time to draw the map.
An army of dogs.
I don't know if I'd want to do that with dogs.
Dogs are only selectively noisy.
See, parrots are just assholes. I love them, but parrots are like 3-year-olds perpetually.
Oh,
They're
then you want
perfect for
macaws?
this job.
You want macaws?
No, actually.
parrot really will do.
You want
Have you ever heard of?
conjures.
You ever heard like
Okay,
a really big macaw scream? It's like a
Yes.
fucking air horn.
Something about my math fucked up, but you know what? I've reconstructed the maze as best I can here. So anyway, we ball. Fuck it. So you enter this area. I just drew the whole thing, but you can't quite see all of it. But you've got a path to the north, and you've got a path to the south.
I have an unusual inclination that we can take a left, then a right, then a left, then a left, then a left to get to a dead end.
I'm gonna break both your legs.
Kidding. Kidding. I don't actually say that.
Left is lucky.
Just
We'll
go ahead
left.
and yeah.
Left?
Yeah.
Fucking, she rounds the corner, and I just panic summon a flock like a cloud of parrots.
You follow a featureless hallway around a corner to end up at another dead end with another chest at the end of it.
Ooh.
Perception check.
Perception, yeah.
Rum is
No,
still
you can't just
following
avoid all
behind
my
us.
carefully laid traps. Perception
I'm
check,
not-
go.
I'm gonna stay away from it.
I
20,
have
dirty.
a 14. 14.
The 20 is enough to tell that it's exactly the same as the last 2 you've opened.
I would like to do the mage hand opening trick from 30 feet away.
So
Alright.
Locke's gonna turn to fucking goddamn it, what's your name again? Louis McCracken, and just kind of give him a gesture that's like, "Go on, this one's fine."
Yeah, Louis is already heading down there while you guys are rolling perception.
The chest opens as normal. You guys are finding all the untrapped chests in a row. It's making me look like a hack. And that's an 8. So you do find another piece of the key. And the 8 is a piece of parchment.
I would like to
It is
read
specifically
parchment.
a scroll.
I would like to read the scroll.
The scroll is
Hold
written
up.
in...
Which one are you? Are you 30 feet away doing the mage hand trick, or are you up on the chest?
No,
Like-
I open with the mage hand, then upon seeing that it's not trapped, I approach.
Okay. Gotcha. Never mind then.
Yeah.
So the scroll is in Draconic. So I don't know if Louis can read that.
Hand it here.
Is that similar to Primordial? Okay.
Not even close. So you know Draconic, right?
I do.
So you can definitely tell that these are Draconic characters. And you can make out some of it, but it's written in a dialect that is almost appears to be ancient, as if you can't quite understand what it's saying. You can make a history check to try to translate the ancient text if you want,
Yeah.
or you
I'll
can
do
have
that.
someone else make a history check after with the translated text.
I would like to give that a go. Give me a sec.
And while you guys are doing that, let me give that a. Ooh, that's a 4.
I'll
Where's the
totally
4
make
at?
a history check though, because
Could I
baller
try?
history.
Could I assist? Like I'm trying to
Ooh.
brainstorm what history could be.
A
Well,
dirty
that's
20.
Okay.
okay. Either way, a dirty 20 is still better than that 19 if I got the assist. So
You can make out a little bit of it. You can tell that it's certainly talking about a form of magic. Specifically, it's talking about a magician dragon who vanished almost as soon as she was born, but was a prodigy in magic of her time. She created a type of magic that could defeat dragons in a way that had never been seen before. It would erase them completely, soul and all. They would not go to an afterlife. They would not be reincarnated. Their aspects would never be seen again. But as for the name of this magic, how to do it, your limited knowledge of the of this historical dialect can only get you so far. You'll need a clearer translation from someone who might have been around when this dialect was spoken.
Or detect language, maybe?
Detect language would just give you Draconic. It'd be like trying to read untranslated Old English, basically.
Yeah, but that's still a language. Not that I'm not trying to metagame it because I don't even have that spell. I'm just questioning.
I would say
detect
like
language just tells you what the language is, though.
No, it doesn't.
It would be
Maybe-
it would be comprehend language.
Oh,
or-
comprehend. Yes, that's what I was.
Yeah,
that's what
and
I
even
meant.
then, comprehend language would just give you the knowledge of Draconic. This is like Draconic written in a different way.
Okay, so Leaf partially translated it then.
Yeah, that's what he gave you with his limited knowledge.
A lot of these words are words only my parents used. I have no idea what the fuck this means.
How old are you?
So
Not very old.
and you
My
said
parents are just
we
old
could do
dragons.
something else with the partially translated text. Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, you would, if you wanted to know any more, you'd need someone with this kind of, with this kind of age or knowledge of this era. From the
so
way
I'm gonna,
it looks to be at least 1,000 years old.
Tower's old, isn't
Locke's gonna
I'm like 40.
open up a
I don't know
channel.
what that shit means.
he? Oh.
Locke's gonna open up a channel in his head.
Oh, you're gonna try talking to the rock?
Yeah. Say, hey. Damn it. I know you gave me his name.
His name
Are
was
you
Jack.
speaking out loud?
No, this is all mental stuff.
Okay.
Jack, what do you know about old Draconic?
Not a lot other than that I hate it.
Well,
If anybody could read it, it'd have to be somebody at least as old as that parchment. At least 1,000 years old or more. Languages were different back then. Funeral could certainly read it, but I don't think she's in the mood right now. Idiot.
or
You said you knew Soul. As much as I detest the man, he could probably read it. Or at least point you in the direction of someone who could. They'd have to be at least that old, and know Draconic, and be willing to read it. Not a combo you're going to find in spades these days. But if that's the magic I
Well,
think it is, the only thing I can tell you is that it is a spell titled The Skies Descend.
I see. Well,
A cleric I
We'll
knew spent
tuck
his
that
life
away.
chasing it.
we'll tuck that away for later. Thanks, Jack.
As long as I get unleashed, I'll give you as many favors as I need.
I fully intend to unleash you. As soon as
Anyway,
I figure out how.
That sounded dirty.
the key piece you find goes beneath water and next to earth, and has the draconic rune of fire written on it.
This one is hot. Good to know.
So
I mean,
Locke's gonna turn to Leaf and just speak in Draconic, and say, "That spell's called The Skies Descend. I think we should tuck it away for later."
You know,
fair enough.
there is
He
someone.
responds also in Dragon. Or in Draconic.
There is someone that I know could possibly translate this. Unfortunately, she's funeral.
I don't think Funeral is in the mood.
Yeah. Unless we could somehow trick her, but I think that would be difficult, to say the least.
Well, considering this is exactly the kind of thing we'd use against Funeral, I doubt she'd be in the kind of mood to share it with us. I'm guessing you guys exit the dead end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd I put the D8? There it is.
There's the faking. Faking has been around for a long time, right? So?
Oh, the faking could certainly help us. It's just a matter of willingness.
Do you reckon that
the ability is there?
Do you reckon he might not understand this language?
He almost certainly understands it. Whether he would give us this assistance is questionable.
I thought he was on our side, saving the world and all that.
If you believe what that other swordsman says, he's partly responsible for the mess we're in. I don't know who to trust.
There are
truth
as many
is, you
sides
can't
to a
trust
story as
anyone.
there are people, correct?
I'm inclined to trust him,
Sometimes
considering
more,
he saved my life
depending
when
on
I
the
fell.
person.
Mm-hmm. It is possible that there is misinformation from both sides, and perhaps they can find an agreement. Or they'll just continue fighting for no reason. One or the other.
There's definitely some bad blood between the two of them.
I'm
Anyway,
inclined
we
to
seem to
trust.
have 3 of the 4 pieces.
I'm inclined to trust him, considering he saved my life and all.
So, I guess left is still lucky.
Here, you find naught but a dead end and a chest right here. I should mark the chest was over here.
Let's hit that perception check again. 17.
Come on, thing, roll up. Where you at? It
Rev
did
up
not
those
roll.
dice.
Oh, I clicked twice. God damn it. I'll just take the first one. Whatever it is. 21.
You can tell that on the outside, the chest looks almost identical to the ones you saw last time. The only difference is that the latch is a slightly different shape. It's got a circular latch instead of like a lock and key latch. It's more like almost a magnetic lock, except magnets aren't really a thing.
Wait, if the other ones had lock and keys on them, they just weren't locked?
They didn't. Yeah, they had a space to be locked with a lock, but they weren't locked.
Huh.
So Locke's gonna turn to Louis and just kind of give the like so-so hand sign, just like maybe, and then back away from the chest a little bit.
Yeah. From 30 feet away, I'll open it using Mage Hand. Or at least try to.
Alright. Inside, once the chest opens, you see a small of what looks to be white particulates. But other than that, nothing happens.
Particulates?
Oh, good, it's anthrax.
What's
It's
anthrax?
probably,
Oh, fuck!
it's probably spores.
Oh, fuck, it's zombie powder.
Your gas mask's on. We're turning into clickers today.
Good.
Oh no, the game will stop being fun.
Oh no, they're gonna kill the gays. Leave, run!
Oh, the gays are the only one who made it out of The Last of Us.
Man, everyone's just gonna die in this campaign at that point.
All right, so do you inspect the chest now?
That's what Louis would be inclined to do.
All right, you're gonna peer inside.
Yes.
So
How do I die?
inside, you're not gonna die, probably, unless you really fuck this up. That's the thing. That's the way I roll my campaigns. I don't try to kill characters unless they want to bin the character or unless they dramatically fuck things up. But and this will be a little gross. All across the inside surfaces of this chest, you see what looks to be a white moss-like fungus growing all over it, with small little plumed offshoots. But in the center of the middle of the chest is what looks like a glowing dome.
I'd like to use Mage Hand to try to pick up the dome.
The dome is fused into it, but it does it is malleable a tiny bit when you grab it. It feels like as if you put too much pressure on it, it would pop.
I don't think I can feel that through Mage Hand.
Well, I mean, if you're seeing it do, you can see it squish a little bit.
Oh.
So what's the play, champ?
I'm trying to pick it up using Mage Hand.
Well, that will tear it, and the glow inside of it would hover above slightly. There would be kind of a glowing white light that would hover. Right about at eye level with you.
This is peculiar. And less gross than that mold.
Give me a dexterity check, Bunsen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Bunsen screwed up majorly.
Check or save?
Give me a save.
Actually, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I doubt you have proficiency in either, but
yeah, no. That's a 14.
The white light zooms towards you and impacts with your eyes, and you are given a vision. The vision.
Does this have to be DM'd or?
No. It's impacting you, and you're stunned, and the white light seems to be reaching out with tendrils at everybody else. So, give me dexterity saving throws, everybody else. I'm just gonna assume funeral fails because dexterity is 3.
Funeral?
I got a nat 20.
Funeral.
Oh, nat 20!
I got a 9.
To be fair, I have a +9, so it's
Okay.
just a 29 for me.
So,
So
okay.
a nat 20.
Man,
Only a
yeah.
27 for me.
So this is the one thing that you guys probably didn't want to miss because you're going to miss story elements. Literally only to Tower and Rum, the tendrils reach your face, and you all share a collective consciousness where you see, from the point of view, you see what looks to be the gate at the start. Open, and there's multiple Dragonborn on the other side, multiple black Dragonborn on the other side, and you're staring at a Dragonborn clad in the same robes as Funeral who looks and sounds an awful lot like her, but she's softly smiling and has much softer, not glowing eyes. Now, I'm going to leave you here. I'll be back for you at the end of the year, but you understand your role, right? Yes, Mother. I understand. Good, I'll see you in a year. Your role is extremely Epitaph, your role is extremely important in all of this plan. But I know that I can trust you to it. And Funeral turns around and the door closes and you all shudder awake.
What was that?
Did you all see the same thing? Epitaph and that gate again?
Oh, I don't know what
Right.
that was.
I felt disconnected.
I felt sad. Was that Funeral?
I think
It
so.
was funeral, all right.
Who's
Seemed to be from the
Epitaph?
past.
Why would this mushroom have that in it? And at that moment, so everybody who's not, everybody who, the 4 of you that got fucking nat 20s, see a white void open behind the treasure chest.
I would like to attempt to use the spell magic if I notice
Would,
it, unless I'm too distracted.
You're
I'm gonna-
2 days from the memory.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
whip a handful of ball bearings out of my pouch and scatter it around the opening, the white glowy thing.
All right, let's see what Fidget's dexterity saves look like. All right, that's not gonna be great. So the monster lumbers out of the portal.
When would I notice it?
You're still dazed. It'd be a moment, probably until it exits and says, "The spores."
I would like to cast blindness, deafness on it, and of course, I'm going deafness.
Give
You need to
it
make a concentration save of 16.
a Constitution save or
Yeah.
Charisma save.
CON.
Oh yeah, Constitution save. Let's figure that out. Okay, so that's 8 plus 10. That's an 18.
Wow.
All right, well, he saves.
Yeah, 30 con. Okay, it has like single digits and almost everything else.
Spoiler.
But one of those single digits is in dexterity, so let's see how these ball bearings do.
It kills him. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Ooh, that's not a good roll. It's like a 2. So immediately slips and stumbles on the ball bearings, crashing onto the chest underneath it. Chest contained, and it takes its fistful of the mush in the chest and brings it to its snout. Spores. Outsiders disturbed. You have it then. What did you see?
A magical land filled with candy?
I would like to continue. I would like to do the silent moving away from her thing again.
I'm going to do the silent thing too. And we voice out.
You're there. I smell you. Answer me.
We saw a magical land filled with candies, with lollipops for trees.
Are you really saying that?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I roll deception?
No, you roll initiative.
Oh! Cool.
Way to go, old man.
That's a 4 for my initiative?
I got a
Besides, it
15.
smelled us. It clearly knew we were actually here.
I'm rolling on this dice
I like-
over here.
Oh,
I'd like
shit.
to remind you that you also told us last time too.
Natural 20,
Oh,
26 is
16
my
for
initiative.
lock.
It didn't smell us last time. It hurt us
Yeah, it
last
did.
time.
He smelled us.
A dirty 20.
All right, so the combat is going to be initiated by the monster, but after that, it's going to go Chev, then Bryn, then I think Cloak, then Bunsen, then Rainbow,
Wait, Bunsen got like a 4. I got like 15.
then Rainbow, then Bunsen. Everybody rolled pretty well.
Do I still get to roll deception?
No, you get to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fun. That'll be a 10.
All right. So slow enough to where you could have dodged, but not slow enough to where you actually did. The monster makes a big ass swing, and despite the fact that you failed to save, it beefed the roll and slams its fist into the wall next to you.
Whew.
But it's very clearly angry at you.
Not a fan of candy, huh?
You disturbed it. You saw what was in it. You saw what it took from me.
Well, I don't know what you want us to do. We're kind of stuck in here. I like how weirdly honest Louis is just being to this monster. Aside from lying about the candy.
All right, so now it's Chev's turn.
All right.
Louis has seen a
So
lot of crap, so I imagine he doesn't often get genuinely terrified from all the stuff he's tried to conjure into gold. Plus, he's old and he's a little lost it.
So has he ever summoned the alien from Alien?
No, that would be in 2 years from now.
okay. It's my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Rum is going to grin, and as he finally gets to pull out his fancy new sword, the Infinity Blade, not the charisma one.
Yeah.
And let's see, he's just gonna run up to him and take a swing. So he would be in the back, so I'd have to move a little bit. We don't have our individual tokens, so but I assume we're close enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I was gonna draw an individual combat area, but I think we can just fudge this because it's a completely featureless square.
Okay. All right. Then
If we need, we can. You can probably redraw it on the right. And
Yeah, if we need to, but I don't think it'll be that important.
This crits on an 18 to 20, right? Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Is this creature still prone, by the way?
No, it got up.
Okay.
All right. So Rum is also going to rage. So as he pulls his sword out, he's just he's gonna grin a little bit, and then it's gonna turn into a scowl, and then he's going to roll the attack roll. I guess I gotta do it manual. That is a 7 plus 7, so 14.
A 14 will hit.
Oh, sweet. Okay, and then he's doing it two-handed, and you think you said it was versatile. Yep.
Yeah, it was versatile.
So a D12. That is 2 damage.
You don't have any plus from the strength mod?
Oh yeah, I guess it'd be plus 2, so 4. You're right.
Yeah, and then proficiency bonus, or is that only for roll? Yeah, it'd be just I think it would plus 2. So yeah, 4 damage.
Oh.
Still, it left a sizable chunk. You leave a sizable cleaved chunk out of the monster.
Awesome.
All right, and you have multi-attack at this point.
That's right.
Remember, you're like level 11.
Let me roll again. Eight plus 7, so that'll hit.
Yep.
And then the D12. You said proficiency adds to the damage?
I don't think it does. I don't remember though.
No,
No, I
it's
don't think so.
proficiency only is added on.
Okay, so I rolled 12 plus 2 from rage, so 14 damage.
All right, that leaves an even bigger chunk and actually lops one of its arms completely off.
Yes. I like this thing.
You can see, however, squirming white tendrils within the flesh like reach out as the arm falls, grab back onto it, and kind of knit it back on.
Well, that's disturbing.
It made a very gross noise. Kind of like a like that.
Probably smelled terrible.
Oh no, she reeks. If you wanted to roll for smell,
she smelled like cheese.
A certain kind of cheese, maybe.
The rest of you, if I do that again, make sure to grab that body part before it can reattach.
For the folks at home, that was a smegma joke.
I was just talking about like she's Stilton.
It's not a cheese golem.
I thought I was blue cheese.
Yeah, Stilton. Stilton is blue cheese.
Oh, I didn't know.
Specifically from like 3 counties in England that can
Fidget,
make it.
the cheese homunculus. I hate all of you. It's like the golem of Prague, but horrible.
And edible, apparently.
Lady
I mean,
Stilton.
clay is edible if you're,
Anything
If you're
is edible if you try hard enough.
if you're enough of a go-getter.
I bet a goblin could eat that.
Anyway.
Don't mean to goblins.
Speaking of goblins, it's Bryn's turn.
What?
Bryn's a gremlin, not a goblin. Come on.
What's the cutoff point? Is it the Judaism?
Oh, ouch.
Oof.
Oh,
Honey.
that's oh.
Yeah.
That's a little too
Sorry.
gross to.
Yeah, I thought it'd be funny. It wasn't funny. That's my bad. Chef,
I
cut
think
that.
he was-
Chef,
I think-
cut that.
I think he was going for a World of Warcraft
If
reference.
you're
Right? Yeah.
Well, no, it was making fun. It was intended to make fun of the general.
I was making
racism
fun of
that
the
comes
fact
in
that
depictions
goblins
of,
are
goblins.
typically portrayed as anti-Semitic, mostly
Yeah.
because they have big noses. Like I think that's the main connecting
Well,
thread.
no, it's the greed and the big noses,
But like,
and like the secrecy stuff. That's usually the big three that everyone goes to. They also like to
Secrecy
depict
stuff.
us as monstrous too. That's another really fun one. But
and merchants too.
yeah,
Like there's a reason why the leader of the goblins in WoW is Trade Prince Gallowix.
yeah.
I thought this WoW was being horrible, but I guess it's everyone with goblins.
Or like why the goblins in Harry Potter are bankers.
Yeah. That is active anti-Semitism. Like she
Oh, yeah.
can't even deny it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Chef, cut that.
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark.
Go fuck you, like get his ass.
Big ol' arrow appears over Fidget's head.
It's a little dot. Then we're gonna go into the fun thing, which is we're gonna try to use the magic crossbow I got. If my dice would stop trying to leave me.
Brat.
So I have multi-attack. That's 6 shots.
The thing goes. Who was that guy's name? Lil Shaq?
Mm,
That guy was a meme for a while.
plus 11. So.
Jabeef? Jabeef?
A 16 and a 17.
So what were all the total rolls?
A 16 and a 17.
Both of those hit.
Okay. That's good. That's like 6d8. Oh. No, not that one. 1, 2. We'll do it 3 at a time. I have to do math. 13.
We're all waiting for bated breath as Brent to do math.
28 for the first one. Damn it. $20 for the second one. And then I get to roll my d6. And a 6!
So 20 plus 28 plus 6, that would be 54 damage total.
Yes.
Which is a lot, and there's a bunch of arrows sticking out of Fidget now.
Bolts. It's 3 shots! Every time I use it, I can use it. I get 6 shots off, and I don't have to reload. I also take no penalty to reloading if I do have to reload.
So yeah, there's a fuck ton of arrows sticking out of Fidget's chest, and it actually is the force is enough to knock her backwards, where she then slips on the ball bearings and falls prone again. Because fucking dickhead brought marbles on an adventure into the mountains.
I mean, that's what I would do. But to be fair, I'm a paranoid D&D player who had to be taught to stop carrying 5 pounds of ball bearings with me everywhere I went.
Motherfucker spends his starting gear on the fucking 10-foot pole.
No, I am that kind of person because I grew up in a D&D era where you just did that. That was just
Mine's
life.
I only had 2 pounds, not 5 pounds.
But anyway,
That's a lot of fucking.
Leaf is going to turn and high-five Locke if he can, just because that was kind of sweet. That actually worked out. Leaf is actually happy.
Locke will return the high five. See, I know you may not like me, but I am very useful.
I hate you, but that was funny as fuck.
So you're gonna wear the dress the whole time, or is this just a today thing, or what?
Anyway, let's go.
Alright, so
Until
yeah,
I
it is
sleep
Locke's turn.
again.
It is Locke's turn next.
So with this creature being prone, Locke is going to, you know what? This worked once before, and I have no idea why. But we're going to find out. Locke's actually going to step forward and try to choke What's the thing's name again? Sorry.
You don't
Try to
really know its
choke,
name, so you
okay.
can just call it the
Try to
monster.
choke the Paul Stamets motherfucker in front of us.
this fucking Jeff Goldblum the Fly looking motherfucker.
That was a reference to mushrooms. But anyway, at any rate, it has advantage as this is going to be a casting of where is it? Inflict wounds at level 3.
Ooh. Damage.
Let's see if it hits first. It's going to be a 19 to hit.
Yep, that'll roll. That'll ball.
Okay.
So, in what fashion are you inflicting the wounds? You said you were going for a choke?
Well, I was choking the creature, but it's like what, a mushroom golem kind of appearing thing?
No, it more looks like a very large dragonborn that's like infested with the mushrooms.
Okay, so what I want to happen is, like, as I choke the creature, any remaining scales just like begin to fall off because it's necrotic damage.
Oh yeah. So if it's like if what I'm getting, what's the damage you do?
I'm gonna do 5d10 here. Why did it not? All the dice rolled, and so that's a 10, a 1, a 3, an 8, and an 8. So 26, 27, 31 damage.
All right. So that's a lot of damage, and it goes a little hard in the paint, as it were, as the trauma to the neck actually just kind of severs the entire neck, and both the homunculus and the head just kind of fall down and let a plop. And
then can I use
the head kind of rolls forward a little bit, but you can see the tendrils beginning to like lurch out from the open wound.
So since I can use dash as a bonus action, can I use that dash to soccer punt that fucking head?
If you want.
Okay, we're gonna try that.
Uh,
so take a fat step forward and like try to punt that head away from the creature where the tendrils are reaching out.
Give me an athletics check.
Can I do acrobatics?
No, specifically an athletics check.
Specifically athletics, gotcha. Oh, god damn it, one of these dice didn't, that's why it didn't fucking, one of these dice it claimed didn't land. It's saying roll in progress, so I can't fucking click on the strip. Okay, fine, I'll just roll in beyond. Where's the damn dice?
I deleted them. You can roll now.
Okay, that works too.
Coke rolled a 0.
So that is a athletics +4, so 12.
You don't actually kick the head any further. Your head pierces the side of the thing and lodges itself. Your foot lodges itself within the musty fungus-infested head as you try to kick it.
Oh,
nice
fun.
new shoes.
So I guess the remainder of the dash will be cut fairly short as I hobble away.
What, are you gonna keep your foot in the head?
Fuck yeah, I am. I'm bringing this head. I'm taking this head somewhere. I don't know where, but I am hobbling away with a head on my foot.
I have to have the moment. So no head? Anyway, let's go.
We'll be right back on the Chefcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Honey, no. Honey, what are you doing? Honey, no. Honey, be careful, my dice. What are you doing? Honey, my dice. Why did you do this? Why do you not?
You throwing all the dice?
Stop! Okay, hello.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
I was attacked brutally live on air. I Meatloaf. She's so bewildered. Hi, honey.
So, as you hobble backwards, the body of the dragon begins to stand back up. The white tendrils of the mushroom are knitting themselves into what looks like a draconic skull shape.
Well, that's not
And-
good. Hello?
Hello?
Well,
Hello.
hi. I heard you.
Oh, I
That's
just
not good.
felt like I interrupted
So-
the DM and then you stopped talking.
No, that's kind of all I had to say.
Oh.
And the head looks pissed.
The head on my foot or the head that it just made?
The head on your foot is, kind of starting to rapidly decompose.
Gotcha.
You can actually see it's pretty clear that connection to this fungus colony is what's keeping this flesh alive. As time progresses, you're starting to notice like chunks of flesh starting to grow from the mushrooms, almost resembling the original flesh. But now it goes to
That's my turn then.
Yeah, it goes to Rainbow's turn.
I am gonna cast let's see. Ray of Sickness level 5 at the monster.
Ray of Sickness.
Alright, that is a dirty 24.
That'll hit it, but what does Ray of Sickness do?
Let's see. A ray of sickness, a greenish energy lashes out towards a creature within range, and that's 60 foot of range. Make a range, blah, blah, blah. On hit, the target takes 2d8 poisoning damage by smart level 5. It must make a constitution saving. Must make a constitution saving throw too? On a failed
Yes,
That's
save.
Constitution.
It's
That's
also
gonna be
poison
68
until.
and a con save.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, the poison does not affect the monster. It's literally an undead golem made of mushrooms.
Oh, should I roll or not roll damage?
Don't roll damage. It'll do 0. Even on the failed
Alright.
save. Because I'm assuming the failed save is just more poison damage.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I have any bonuses? No. So that's gonna end my turn.
Alright, and that would mean that it's now the monster's turn. Thankfully
Oh.
for...
I thought it was.
yeah, it is your turn, isn't it? Yeah, I forgot. I thought you went earlier with all of your shit
The
talking.
unloved child.
I didn't roll such a low
Sorry.
initiative that I don't even get to move. And roll 1. Anyway, so I have a crazy idea because I'm a crazy old man.
I do, but go on. I do too, but go on.
So Louis is not going to literally get in the middle between the monster and everyone else, but Louis is going to raise one hand and his staff that he's holding in his other hand, and he's going to say, "Whoa, everyone, calm down. Giant fungus person. I'm sure this is all a misunderstanding. We're all trapped in here. Perhaps we could all work together, maybe instead." And I'm casting suggestion.
Do I have to make a save for that, or...
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Trying to think how I want to do this. For suggestion, does suggestion have to target sapient beings, like intelligent beings?
You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two, and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. It clearly can understand
Okay.
us because I was
Hey, wait a
able
minute,
to.
wait a minute. Didn't Rainbow deafen her?
No, it succeeded the save.
Oh, okay.
Also, it clearly can understand me because it understood that I lied to it.
Okay. So it's a wisdom save or be influenced by the suggestion?
Yes. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. asking the creature to stab itself, blah blah blah, or do some other obviously harmful act ends a spell. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its
DC?
ability. 16.
Damn it! Curse my -2.
Oh, haha.
You
So,
see the
on a
the
failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. And I'm holding concentration to do this, and it can last for up to 8 hours.
so you're saying what was the suggestion?
Maybe we could work together, and also stop fighting.
It's very pissed, and the spell seems to barely be working, but you do hear it say, "Last piece, other side. Please save me." And it just seems to fall forward, opening a portal as it falls and sliding into it.
Ooh.
The portal rapidly closing behind it.
That's slightly creepy, but hey, I knew it could cooperate.
I would like to take a moment to ask, does anyone have any oil?
Oil.
Yes. Or the ability to produce oil.
As it disappears, by the way, the
do
chest
have
reconstitutes itself. Just a thing.
Wait, what was that, DM?
The chest that Fidget fell on reconstitutes itself. If anybody cares about that.
Okay.
Dude, the reason I bring up the possibility of bringing oil is if it does turn hostile on us again and we have no choice, fire might be the best option, and being able to fuel the fire would be immensely helpful.
I mean, you do realize I could just fireball it, right?
Yes, but
Yes, but imagine a fireball to an oil-covered mushroom.
yes.
Oh, imagine if we had that powder, we could do it on with the oil and then do the fireball.
Yeah, if only I was able to put it in like some sort of container, like maybe wrap parchment around it. Could have held it. Could have brought it with me in a safely contained manner.
Either way, the point at the end of the day is it might become an answer to our problem if she becomes a problem again. But we cannot guarantee that she will or will not. So just keep your guard up and be careful and ready.
All right, we just need
For
one
what
more
it's
piece.
worth,
Let's go find
I'm
it.
concentrating on the spell, and I can concentrate on this for up to 8 minutes, or up to 8 hours. I cast suggestion if that was not clear.
Fair enough.
All right, let's go. Look. Oh, so that means you can't do mage hand trick, huh?
Huh?
That means
That
you
means
can't
you
use
can't
the
do
mage
mage.
hand thing anymore.
No, I can.
Does that
Concentration.
mean
can't-
concentration?
Yeah, concentration means that you just can't do another concentration spell, basically.
Isn't mage hand concentration?
No. Which is odd now you mentioned it. It's not that you mentioned it now, but yeah, it does not require concentration.
All right, guys, let's go find that fourth piece.
It
She
said it
did
was
tell
on
us
the
where
other
it
side.
was. Let's go. I say we backtrack and head back to the central area and head for the other side of the everything.
Yeah.
I wish we'd gotten a more clear idea of other side. The other side could mean mirrored side or could mean diagonally. We don't know.
Or it can mean the afterlife.
The fourth key piece is in hell. Fuck you.
Luck, we need your help. I'm going to kill you now.
Perfect. A great excuse.
We need to send an operative in. Lock?
Remember, Leaf, you've already said that I'm the devil. No need to kill me, I'll just go there myself.
Good, stay there.
I thought we already met the devil. He was quite kind.
Well, that's complicated. Or this is
He's
this
a
is
devil, he's not the devil.
Yes.
So, do we want to fast forward to the other side, or?
Unless you guys feel like you guys, I'll give you this. We can fast forward to the entryway to the other side, assuming you guys just straight backtrack the way you came, or we can backtrack to a specific point. You guys can take an alternate path if you'd rather do
I
that.
was gonna look up something.
I'm thinking maybe we should backtrack to the chest between all the brick pillars.
To the central atrium.
Yeah.
Does that work for everybody?
That's kind of the route we
Yeah.
took to get here. So we can
Yeah.
just kind of take the same route, but So as long as we don't take more than 8 hours, and I don't lose concentration on the suggestion, we should,
Hey,
if not have its
Chev, check your DMs real fast.
if not have its cooperation, it should at the very least not attack us.
Boop. Well, that will at least be helpful. Alright. We'll let Jade figure out map, I guess.
Well, which way do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to go straight, or did you want to go up?
I mean, if this is quite literally
Or down.
mirrored, I'm thinking that we basically just mirror the path that we just took.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. So if this is mirrored, why don't we just take the other path we just took? Pretend like this new path.
Well, if you remember, the chests were different based on different
Okay.
ones, so you can't trust that everything will be the same. So you guys want to take the exact same path you took, or do you want to
Up
take a
until we
different
know,
route?
up until we know something different.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, I mean, it's going to be exactly the same.
Then in that case, we'll just take the same route.
Just
That's what I'm saying. If it's the same, exactly the same on this side, why don't we just pretend like the other side is the side that you just drew up and save you some drawing?
Or like the way you think, small man. So you guys are going to go all the way back up here to this area.
Sure.
Let me do this real fast. Alrighty. Now, which way did you want to go?
I'm thinking checking the if the fungus creature thing, if its advice was literal about it being on the other side, I suppose we should check this chest.
All right. You see a chest there.
Perception rolls, folks.
Yeah.
Other than Louis, is Louis not the kind
Perception
to
roll
look too hard.
coming.
Louis is just gonna get ready to do the mage hand thing.
I got 23.
18.
17, so 16 actually. I'm bad at math.
This chest is situated on a circular stone, but otherwise looks exactly the same as other chests you've opened.
And, use mage hand to open it from 30 feet away,
Uh,
unless someone stops me.
Go ahead.
when you open it, all of the stones around the chest surge upward and slam into the ceiling.
Ooh.
They slowly come back down, and the chest contains another one of those mushroom-based things, including the pustule in the middle.
Well, do you folks want to have another vision again?
What vision?
Sure. Why not?
You don't know either.
It could be useful. It seemed to be talking as if that was something it had lost. Perhaps are the mushrooms stealing its memories?
Well, it doesn't seem to be necessarily inherently evil, that creature. Maybe this could help doing whatever this thing is. Do you think?
Yeah, I think we should.
To not get impaled by stones, I'm going to see if I can use Mage Hand to destroy the pustule again.
It would work. And does anybody attempt to get out of the way of the memory tendrils this time?
No.
I think
Locke
at
still
least
doesn't know what happened to them.
I
So
think at the
yeah,
very yeah.
like
Plus, at the very least, we probably don't want everyone to be incapacitated, just in case.
So, a dexterity saving throw? Yeah, Locke would make it. What about you, Hun? Do you want to?
15.
15? Yeah, that's enough. So everybody but you two. Rainbow, you're subjecting yourself to it?
Yeah.
You would all see... You would be seeing, again, from the point of view of someone. From their hands, you could see that they were a black dragonborn themselves. And you are looking into a very busy-looking laboratory. There's bookshelves surrounding every wall. There's all kinds of laboratory-looking equipment. And the figure is like going over what looks to be an example of the white spores and is muttering to themselves. I'm going to die soon. I need to figure this out. She left me here. But with this, I can keep living. This spore has been living down here for ages. If I can figure out how it's doing it, I might be able to survive. And then the point of view turns and it looks at the corpse of a black dragonborn impaled by a glowing silver sword. And maybe that's my ticket out of here. And then you all wake up.
Glowing silver sword. Got it. I bet that's what the sword we're looking for.
Assuming it's not rusted away by this point.
Well, I don't
Silver
think
doesn't
silver
rust.
can rust.
That's iron. You see, I've run into a lot of silver in my time looking and trying to conjure gold. I would know that.
Regardless, there doesn't look like there was anything else in there.
Also, I bet whoever's point of view we were looking through, I bet that became that fungus creature.
If so, I can't imagine. That didn't even look like the funeral I know that left them down here. How long have they been down here? They were researching a way to keep living. Something must have gone wrong.
Or worked exactly as intended, just had unforeseen consequences, seems to me. If I had to guess, I would know a thing or two about dangerous experimentation. I bet it worked, but had the unforeseen consequences of turning them into that.
Almost feel bad for it.
So I was only... Deception is a strong word. I did believe, despite having still cast suggestion to do so, I bet it would be willing to work together with us. They would be willing to work together with us. I'm sure they're trapped in here as much as we are.
So, do you want to see if there's another chest where the other one was?
Yes, let's. Yeah, so pardon me for just a minute. I need to let the cat out of my room before it eats bubble wrap.
Of course.
I'll wait for you then.
Mm.
The mini line has been released. What I missed.
At the end of this hallway, you don't see a chest per se. You can kind of see it, but what you actually see is the monster impaled by swords that had jutted out from trying to open a trapped chest.
Fungus creature?
It's moaning softly.
Fungus creature, are you okay?
It's not responding. The swords recede and it just kind of flops onto the ground.
I would like to cautiously approach.
It would just kind of flop to the side and fall through a portal it incidentally opens, revealing an opened chest that had a memory spore in it, but this one is popped.
I think that's a memory won't be privy to.
That is fair.
I would like to also cautiously try to take a look at the chest, see if it had the fourth piece.
There have been no. There were no pieces in either of these.
Okay.
We didn't drag the party token with us. Where exactly are we on this side?
No, we're using the other side since it's mirrored.
Yeah, we're just using the
Okay.
pre-drawn stuff because it's mirrored, and I'm lazy.
Gotcha. That's fair. That makes sense. It'll also take less time since we're button up on.
Yeah. So.
In that case, let's backtrack a bit and look down the other pathways.
There is one other chest that was mirrored that. No, wait, I'm thinking wrong. Yeah. So you guys haven't encountered anything. So which alternate pathway did you guys want to take? Did you want to take this immediate left here?
I was
this
thinking
one?
this one.
So.
This one?
That's what I was thinking, but
I'm the fucking map.
Fuck it. We might as well break the trend for a little bit.
What trend?
Go right. We've been going left a lot, even though.
Oh.
So let's go right.
Yeah, this one.
Actually, I guess technically we would be going left
right.
since we're on the mirrored side. So.
Yeah, because what's left is right and what's right is left, right?
I keep drawing this horse shit wrong.
Not that we would know. For all we know, this is a painstakingly accurate map.
I'm fucking trying. I got a Discord ping. Hold on. So you just find your way towards this pathway here. You got a left and a right.
Let's try right and then left. Yeah, that
You
way.
go this way. There's nothing there.
Okay.
And let's backtrack and go the other way.
Yeah, this way.
So this would lead down into here. You would enter into this wider hallway where you have a pathway upwards that you haven't seen yet.
Upwards?
Yeah.
Like stairs?
No, like northwards, asshole. There's no stairs.
Wouldn't... what way's north?
You talking about this way?
That way!
What way? I say. Oh, yeah, that's where I pointed.
Yeah, that one.
Actually, according to the compass on the map, that would be west. Just kidding.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm gonna go the pathway to the north.
You've had plenty of times to try to.
Alright.
I'm surprised you'd kill me over luck, though.
This session, that doesn't surprise me, but overall, that does surprise me.
It's because of the suggestion ruining the monster encounter, isn't it?
No, not particularly. In fact, that's kind of what I wanted you guys to do.
Oh. Cool.
So you'd snake around, you'd find this way, which would lead you to a pathway you'd know you've already been, but there is one more area down there.
Yeah, over
Let's
here.
go that way.
Yep. And there is a chest.
Perception. That's gonna be a 22.
Let me see
The
how
chest
many?
21.
See.
The chest resembles the untrapped chests you saw before.
All right, all mage hands
So
up.
I'm gonna give a thumbs up to Louis.
Okay.
And the opening goes without any issue.
All right, then I'll approach and take a look inside.
You find a sack of 1,000 gold pieces,
Dibs.
and
Dibs. I call dibs.
and you find the last key piece.
Yes.
You can have the key piece. I'll take this unremarkable shack.
Can we get insight on that unremarkable sack?
Yeah, do I need to roll deception?
It's because you said unremarkable sack, roll deception with disadvantage.
Fair enough.
That is
That will be a 1.
Yeah.
That one.
You're
Dirty
you,
20?
Not
Not-
that one. It's a dirty one.
I'm not sure that you could be less convincing if you tried.
Yeah, that's exactly how I imagined it too.
Listen, Louis, we all know there's gold in there.
Dang, was that obvious?
Given your fascination, it was so obvious that my dead grandmother couldn't miss it.
Very clever.
Is that the one in the dress? Or?
No, that's my living grandmother.
Anyway, it looks like we have the cake together.
We should go back to that circle at the beginning, I think.
I suppose we'll want to split the gold evenly then.
I don't want any of it. You guys can have it.
I do not care about money. I care about getting out of here and resolving this.
I
make
care
your
enough
way.
about gold.
I do
Okay,
care
you
about
care
money,
gold.
but I do care about money, but evenly is for the birds. You can keep most of it.
What do you say about the birds?
I just want
You guys make your way to the front gate without any issues, and you're presented with the circle, and you have 4 half circles in your inventory. Do with this information what you will.
four quarter circles.
Yeah.
Put the pizza
4 half
together and
circles
put it
made-
in the thing.
Yeah.
How much
So we're gonna
gold
put the
did Locke
pieces
ask
together.
for?
There's 1,000, and how many people are taking some? Is it just me and Louis?
I'm
You
gonna take some.
motherfuckers really divvying up gold in a dingy labyrinth being
That's
pursued by a
exactly
fungus
what
monster.
Louis would do. Yes.
I hate you both.
I'm also taking gold, so that needs to be 3 ways.
So 3 ways. So Locke just wants like 100 of it.
Okay. So would Mimic want 450 then?
I'll take I'll take 450.
All right. Go ahead and add that.
You guys will have a lot to spend it on in the fucking featureless wasteland of this area.
Just
I'm
wait until
just
you get to
playing
the
my
end.
character,
Yes.
man.
Oh, you get
That-
dropped at the next
that's
one.
it.
Locke is literally a thief. So like
That doesn't. It's like I threw that in there as a token treasure because I knew there had to be something in these fucking chests that weren't just key pieces.
Wait till you get to the end of this dungeon. There's gonna be a.
All right, so are you
gift shop.
motherfuckers ready to solve this Fisher Price puzzle or what?
yeah, we're gonna put the keys in the or like with the runes facing out so that they all fit in the hole.
Perception checks, everyone.
Alright.
I choose not to do my perception roll because I'm too busy counting my
23.
gold.
I got 22. I got like +8 to perception.
But it's not a nat 1, and that's what's important.
Louis-
Anybody who didn't roll Cloak's number,
That's an 11 still for me.
yeah, but it's. I mean, okay,
Okay.
fair enough, I guess.
I wasn't sure.
But-
I wasn't sure if 10 was the check or not. That's all.
But
Dirty 20.
you hear a familiar set of footsteps as you insert the key into its slot.
Hello? I stopped counting gold long enough to look behind. Hello? Is that you, fungus creature? Oh, hello
And
again.
it looks to be picking up speed as it almost starts to drop to all fours.
So Locke is going to
Do you need
look at
something?
it and simply tell it to halt.
Well, calm
And
down.
that's going to be a casting
Calm
of
down.
command.
Calm down. We're all on the same page here, right? What did it say?
Salvation.
Oh. So, what's up? What can we do for you?
It would just kind of roar and begin running towards you.
I'm assuming completely I'm
Actually-
still cooperating and will not attack from the suggestion, so I'll just step to the side by the wall and kind of motion for everyone else to do the same.
Did you put the key in the slot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did.
Okay. So what does everybody else do as this gigantic monster is barreling towards you?
Make sure the door opens.
The door is not moving.
I'm ready
Okay.
the sword.
I want to turn
So
the
I'm
key
just-
then.
The key doesn't budge.
Everyone,
no matter how
calm
hard.
down. Don't attack now.
I'm gonna step aside with Louis.
Put your weapons away.
Folks,
I say that mostly to Rum.
let
Rome does
let
not
the
listen.
big creature hit the door for us. That thing was hard to open to begin with. And
Fair
I
enough.
feel like the magic binding it to this world is based only in this labyrinth. It is trying to die.
I don't know.
As you say that, the gigantic beast is lumbering forward, and unless one of you is, you can charge while lumbering.
Can you?
It's almost like a gallop.
Lumbering. Yeah.
I gotta Google this now. I don't even know what lumbering is.
It's like a running bear. Like bears kind of like flop around when they run.
They're moving in a slow, like awkward way, but like you can still totally charge.
Yeah.
Well, it's just slow and awkwardly. How can you run and be slow and awkward?
You guys are hung up on the wrong fucking shit here.
God.
Yeah, let's move on.
So does anybody do anything to stop it?
Louis doesn't.
No,
Louis is under the full assumption that it's still under the
I look at Locke and go.
effect of suggestion. So
I look at Locke
it should
and-
A, be trying to cooperate, and B, should not be trying to hurt us.
I look at Locke. I go, "Do you have any more of those ping pong balls?"
They're not
Ping
ping pong balls, and
Also, what's ping pong?
I don't. Yeah. Also, what's ping pong? But Locke already stepped aside with Louis anyway.
Chev, you're the one with the weapon drawn. Do you make an action or no?
What's Tower doing, by the way? Has Tower
Step out of the
agreed with
way.
Louis?
Tower is stepped aside.
Rome is
step
going to
aside
notice
as well.
everyone else stepping aside and step aside, but he's still going to keep a tight grip on his weapon, which is drawn.
The beast is going to slam into the key, and you'll hear a click, and then the door, like a big iron slab, will just kind of be knocked over with the force and land with a big old. The creature seems to have broken
creature.
all of its bones on the impact and lands in a floppy heap
Oh,
next to it.
great hustle, though. Good job. Thank you.
So, are you saying this is a door right here?
Yeah, the door has opened.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sure that hurt a lot, but thank you, sure, man. I think sure, right?
I would like to hang out and hang back as a group. I would like to ask, like, can we hang back and wait for them to heal so they may come with us?
That's a good idea.
Regardless, with the maze's
I'd rather
puzzle
not
finished
abandon them.
and the Grand Atrium finally open, and it being 11:10 at night, I think this might be a good place to call the episode.
Yeah.
Sounds
Cool.
good.
Sounds like a plan.
So, thank you guys for tuning in, and for tomorrow's stream, we'll have another episode of Tomb of Annihilation.
Actually, Tomb is no longer streaming just because I needed more players that didn't want to be recorded.
Okay,
So
that's fair.
and
So,
because quite frankly, as a combat focused campaign, a little boring to listen to. So like unlike these nice story focused campaigns that other people run.
well, we'll tune in to whenever the next campaign is
I
scheduled
think
for.
Saturday with BJ.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Saturday.
think that
Oh, yeah,
it might
Steel
be.
Crisis
That
on
one,
Saturdays, right?
that one
Si-
might be on hold.
Oh,
But I do know that Secrets of the City does start Sunday, but I don't know if that one is streaming.
Wait,
That
Secret
one
of the
is
City? What's
streaming.
As
that?
far as I'm aware, we are still doing Celestial Crisis and Secrets of the City this weekend.
Okay.
Wait, what's
and I
Secrets
know
of the City?
It's a
that's
secret.
Greg's campaign.
No, I don't think I was informed of this.
We
it's
announced
in
it
the
I
many
think
channel.
everybody
times.
got. Yeah,
must have the
there were
server
a ton of
muted then.
announcements.
Oh, I do have a lot of channels.
It has its own channel, Secret of the City.
Neat. Anyway, that was a bit of a tangent.
So, we'll see everybody next time.
Bye.
Bye.